it is my dream to become a great bookseller. Today, I invite you to come along with me to Lexington, Kentucky. We will be visiting a rare and used bookstore called Black Swan Books for an interview with the owner, Mr. Mike Courtney. We'll be discussing how Black Swan came to be and what it has been like dealing with books for 40 plus years. Why did you start Black Swan?
Why did I start the bookstore?
Yes.
Well, I had worked at UK in special collections for a couple of years, and the money ran out to pay for what I was doing, and so I decided it was the time to start a bookstore.
Why did you decide on a Black Swan?
Why did I decide on the name?
Yes.
I decided on the name because in those days, which was before the internet, I've been here 39 years,
Yeah.
you had to advertise, you had to be in the yellow pages. And since there was already at that time three or four other used bookstores in town, I wanted to be first in the yellow pages. And I also wanted a name where if I wanted to sell the business, I didn't have my name on it, like Fred Smith's Bookstore.
Yeah.
So for that reason, and I also wanted a good logo, which Black Swan could be first in the yellow pages and have a good logo.
Yeah.
So here we are, still here. The yellow pages, who knows where they went. There is an oversupply right now of older people going to retirement homes or whatever and getting rid of their books because their kids don't want them.
Yeah.
Or their grandkids don't want them. But Amazon has been very beneficial for some people. We don't sell on Amazon just because I don't care to, but I know several book dealers that do sell on Amazon. Amazon has just changed the business, just like Barnes and Noble or Half Price Books has. You know, it's a different marketing tool.
Do you feel like you earn more from online or in-person
We're more
sales?
in store,
Okay.
but we're unusual in that regard. For most used bookstores nowadays, their business is online.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of stores have closed and they're just operating online from their home or garage or wherever.
Yeah.
But we do much more business in person.
How
in
do
the storefront.
you compete with that? Like, how do you market to where you
I
make
don't
sure
market.
that you get people in?
I don't market.
Okay, so it's just mostly word
It's word of mouth. Well,
Okay.
I've been here as I said, 39 years.
Yeah.
We're in a good location between downtown and the university. I have customers. I had a gentleman in here Saturday that had shopped with me 39 years ago and had then gone, he finished his degree at UK and had gone to California and was teaching in San Diego. And the University of Louisville just hired him to come back and teach there. So he said he had to come to Lexington and see if I was still here.
What has pleased you most about this line of work?
I just enjoy it.
Every aspect of it?
Pretty much. I work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. At my age, that's very unusual.
That is unusual.
Yeah, but I enjoy it.
Lots of people
I enjoy
retire by
it.
the age of like 50 now.
Yeah, not me, honey. No, I enjoy it. I enjoy talking with people.
Yeah.
I enjoy books. You will have people coming in trying to sell you books on a constant basis.
Yeah.
And you have to be cautious of that you don't overpay. But at the same time, you don't want to pay as little as Half Price does or you'll get a bad reputation.
Yeah.
So you sort of have to juggle that. But no, Half Price, I've never been to one. They did one thing for me that was very nice. I had a gentleman come in here, well, I shouldn't call him a gentleman, a man come in here, and I had just put 2 books out right around the corner here in science. But what I'm saying is this guy came in here with these 3 boxes of books, and I go through the first box and nothing. I go through the second box, and here's my 2 books. And I said, well, I just put those out. Oh, no, I got those up in my granny's, up in Hyden. And I said, no, you didn't. I've got plastic covers on them, and there's my mark in the back. No, you're wrong. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $1 a piece for them. Oh, no, I'm going to take them to Half Price. I wouldn't sell them for that. So anyway, I go to the 3rd box, and here's one of my other books with my price still in it. BSB and the price. And I said, these are stolen. Oh, no, they're not. I'm getting out of here. So he left, and I called Half Price. And I called both locations, and I talked to the managers, and I told them what the deal was. Well, I don't know which store he went to, but they were nice enough to grab him and ban him from their stores. Most used and rare book dealers, or at least the legitimate ones, the ones that actually have a shop and have been in business for a while, they're individuals also. It's an individual type of position, type of job. Just like you can't hire. In the past, I've had young ladies and young gentlemen work for me, 2 or 3 who have become attorneys and whatever, but it's gotten harder and harder to hire people in that the knowledge isn't there.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that's true of the customers too now, that it used to be when I started in business, I had a lot of serious collectors. That has gradually faded away. People are not collecting like they did a generation or 2 ago. Also, subject areas have changed. People used to buy or mainly gentlemen, used to buy Civil War books. Very rarely, I might have probably eight to 10 customers that still buy Civil War books, whereas I used to have quite a bit more than that. But people's tastes have changed.
Yeah.
You can't, and that's because people change. Different things on TV or the internet or YouTube or whatever.
Well,
So
what do you think men buy more now? Have you seen like a serious shift?
well, another thing, people are not buying as much as they used to. But I'm talking about serious collectors,
Yeah.
very serious. Kentucky books are not as popular as they once were. Serious Kentucky books, not the run-of-the-mill Kentucky books, but serious Kentucky books. I don't know. My market has changed. More people now. These are college. I'm speaking of college kids for the most part. Have switched over to literature and poetry. Now, while I've got a master's in rare books from UK, I'm probably the only one that does. And that when I was in library school, a professor that I had, Dr. Kasdan, was very interested in using rare books himself, and so he basically set this course up for me. I mean, there were 2 or 3 other kids in the course, but basically we did bibliographies, and I never even did cataloging because we were focused on the used and rare book market.
Yeah.
And we'd go to Cincinnati and go to used bookstores and whatever. So I owe a lot of my success to him. And he wrote a big book called German Printing in America or something like that. Okay, any more questions?
Yes.
I'm sure.
How do you find your books? How do you source them?
Various manners. I used to go to book sales and whatever. Now I don't go out looking for books very much unless someone calls me to their house. I don't go to auctions. I don't do a lot of things I used to do because I have so many books.
Yeah.
My whole basement is full.
Oh, so you
Literally.
just like have a lot
And
of
so
stock.
is the building next door.
Oh, so you own the building next door?
The garage I own, yeah. It's
Okay.
full of books.
That's impressive.
Who knows what books are over there, but it's there.
Yeah.
The means of obtaining the books has changed.
Yeah.
As I said, I used to go to book sales. I used to go to other library sales and whatever. I don't anymore, just because I've got so many. And I'm looking for specific books, not necessarily rare books, but books like right now I'm low on science fiction.
Yeah.
I got cleaned out of science fiction during the Christmas season. I'm like a row and a half empty of sci-fi.
Yeah.
And I do have customers for sci-fi. We used to do the Kentucky Book Fair,
Yeah.
which was originally in Frankfurt. And we've done it every year but the first year. We set up and sold books. And that may have been where I connected with Mr. Zeitz. I don't know. I mean, we've been doing business for a long time.
Yeah.
At least probably as long as I've been in business, we've been doing business.
Do you still go to the Kentucky Book Fair?
I don't set up anymore. They don't let us.
Not booksellers anymore?
Not used booksellers. No, they quit that a few years ago when we were still in Frankfurt.
That's unfortunate.
But we had done the first, other than the first one, we did every one, well, probably 20-some years worth, or 30 years, I don't know, a long time. And they decided when they had the convention center, it was held at the convention center in Frankfurt, and whoever was behind the scenes decided that they could make more money rather than renting us space. There were me, two other dealers, and the Jesse Stewart Foundation. They raised the rates to the point we couldn't afford to go. No, none of us could. And they sold the space for advertising. Kentucky Water Company,
Yeah.
corporate places. So that's the end of us going there. But we had been there every year but the first year.
What would you recommend to someone who's wanting to become a bookseller?
Think of another job.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. You would really have to have an affection for it, and you would have to have. The thing today is a lot of the knowledge. You would have to have a lot of broad knowledge. You mean for younger people your age and whatever? Of course, I guess you would learn, and you would have your own subject areas that you might know about that I don't.
Yeah.
But like if somebody came in and asked for a book by Anita Loos, you'd have to know, well, who's Anita Loos?
Yeah.
Or things like that.
That's understandable.
No, you just have to try it. Try it and see.